Let me show you how I created this GUI application in Python. With it, I can send SMS to any phone number. So as you can see, so if I enter the phone number and I enter the message and I click on send SMS, this button right here, so you see that it sends the SMS. As you can see, so you can see that it says SMS message sent. So if you look at my phone and pull it up, see that it shows the alert there, and I pull it down, you can see the entire message there. Look at the time I sent it, and you will notice that it's actually the same time, the time on the computer and that of the phone. Okay, so let's see how to get this done. Open VS Code or any editor of your choice. Then what we need to do is to first check that we have Python installed. As you can see, so you open your terminal, look at it and see that your Python, you have Python by typing Python version version. Then what the next thing to do is to create a virtual environment, then and activate it. So just follow this command, so you can see that we are able to create the virtual environment and activate it. So now we are within the environment, the virtual environment, as you can see. All right, so the next we need to now do is to install Kivy, because it's going to be a GUI application. Kivy is a powerful tool used to create GUI application in Python. Okay, so we just installed it. Note the command. So after installing the Kivy, they also need to pip install KivyMD and press enter. So once you do that, it takes some seconds and you see that it is installed. So you now we need the both Kivy and KivyMD. Note that you need to install the Kivy first before the KivyMD. Alright, so once you have done that, then you can see the dependencies there. Okay, then you can also see, of course, see the Kivy environment that I've created. So all I need to do is to create a file. We'll give it a name, but I'm calling it send SMS GUI.py. So this is the environment. This is the code area. So as you can see there, I also need to create an images folder, because it needs to have an image that we're going to use as the icon. All right, so they'll just paste the icon there, or the image there. Okay, so, or the logo if you like. Okay, so the image is right there now. So now let's start to do the coding. Then first, what we need to do, like I said, we need to activate make sure that it is activated. So if you look at the entire terminal here, so you can see where it's highlighted, that is the environment. So make sure that we are within the environment, the virtual environment you just created. Okay, so all right, so now that one is out of the way, so all we need to do is to install Twilio. So we need to pip install Twilio. So the Twilio dependency needs to be installed. So that has been installed now. All right, so like I said, you must make sure that you are within that environment, the virtual environment. Okay, so now that we have done that, so next thing we now need to do, so this is the particular one we are doing. We did the one for sending SMS from the command prompt that day. So here today we are going to create the GUI application for it. Okay, so now we just import the various dependencies or libraries, if you like. So we import the various libraries now for the GUI application. So after which we create a class. So we call the class send SMS. So then note that it depends on the MD app library. So once we have done that, then we need to define a function. So we call the function send SMS. Okay, so then it will have self and argument or args within the open and close bracket. Right, so we create two variables. One will be for recipient number, the other will be for the SMS. Then after which we define the build self, which will return screen later. We now say screen equals MD screen. Then what we now need to do there, we say window. We are just trying to create the more or less like the boilerplate. So we now say window.set icon, then image icon. So now images then slash logo.png, They also need to set the icon that will show at the title bar. Alright, so they will set the title. We now say set accept the title, then equals, enter whatever title you want to give. Then the set dot add app icon image source, that this one will now be the one that will show on the body of the application, that will be on top of the input fields later. Then after which we'll need to add, we now need to say screen dot add widget, then the widget you are adding. Okay, so alright, so that was basically what we have. So this one will give us that boilerplate, more or less like a screen that had just an image in it. So that's what we have so far. So if I run it now, so look at how it looks. So you can see that I have a complete GUI. An example of how a GUI looks like. See that it has a title bar. It has the title written on it. So we now need to bring in input field. So we now, which is self dot recipient number equals MD text field. Then we define the size and the hint, which is phone number, which the user will see to know what is going to type. Then of course we now need to add it to the widget to the screen. Okay, so that's what we have there. Then we'll just copy and paste this to do that of the image, that of the message text field. So as you can see, so just also edit it accordingly. All right, so I've done something similar to this one before. I've also linked those in the description of this video. All right, so we need to create a button just like we have created the two input fields. So add the button accordingly. Okay, so now that we have done that, so what is remaining is let's see. Okay, so we have created the input field, the two input fields, and the button. So if I run it now, let's see how it looks. So you can see that I have a complete screen now. You have the input field for phone number, you have that of message, then of course you have the logo right there. All right, so close it out. So let's now do the coding for the main thing while we are here. All right, so what we now need to do is that go here and you say if not recipient number. Let's just do a basic validation. So now say if not recipient number, more or less, if the user does not enter a phone number, okay, then it should display in a toast as a toast notification phone number is required. Then same thing for message, that if the person doesn't fill the form basically. All right, so to display, to show the user what he needs to enter. All right, so of course you can do more on this, talking about validation. All right, so after we have done that, then we need to now bring in the account ID and the authentication, the auth token, then of course with the Twilio number. So we need these three attributes to be able to send a text message from your Python application. Right, so then we need to have a try catch here, so that we're able to trace where the error is coming from. So we say try except. Try except is what they use here, not catch. Of course, they work the same way. Coming from Java and C++, so you are bound to make such mistakes. Okay, cool. So we say try, then except, then exception, then give a notification to show what the issue is. Then we now say client equals within the try block now. So we now say client equals client. Then this client is supposed to show. Let's see. Oh, okay, so I need to import something. I need to say from Twilio, because I need to bring it in. Remember, we installed the dependency earlier. So Twilio.res from Twilio.res import client. So that's actually the only thing that we need at that area. So we don't say client equals client, because you can see that it shows the support now. Then we bring in the account ID and the authentication, the auth token. Then we put in the body, the from, and the to, and put the various values there. The various variables there. Then we now say save. After we have sent it, we need to play it. After the message has been sent, we need to play the various the input fields. Okay, so that's what you have there. So the recipient number is coming from, so and that's what you have there. So after you have done it, so what you need to do is to be sure that you input the appropriate account ID, the auth token. Like here, just go to the website again and pick them up. Okay, so then you fill it in the appropriate area there on the variables. Then of course you run it. So to run it, you click on that play button and enter the message, then click on submit. Now, how to design GUI with Python KivyMD. I've done videos on that before. Leave them in the description of this video. Alright, so you can see that it is sent, and you can see the result there, so that it shows up here. Alright, so I hope this helps you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Like the video, share it. Thank you for watching, and see you in another video.